Chosen one, if this message reached you, pause for a moment and breathe. Because this is not just another video. This is not just motivation. This is a confirmation. There has been a quiet shift in the spiritual atmosphere around your life. Things you once struggled to understand are beginning to make sense. Doors that stayed closed for years are trembling, not because you forced them, but because heaven is moving behind the scenes. And here is the truth many people won't understand. God is not preparing to give you ordinary success. He is preparing to release a level of power that people around you never expected, and honestly, even you may have doubted. You thought the delays meant rejection. You thought the silence meant abandonment. But the silence was training. The waiting was alignment. The isolation was protection. Today, we're going to talk about why God rewards chosen ones differently, why your power had to remain hidden, and what signs reveal that the reward season has already begun. Stay with this message until the end, because the final activation is not just words, it is a spiritual shift. Chosen one of the hardest lessons you've had to learn is this. God doesn't reward you the way He rewards the crowd. While others were chasing recognition, you were being refined in private. While others were building visibility, you were building spiritual capacity. And it felt unfair at times. You watched people move ahead faster. You saw people receive praise for things you knew deep down were temporary. But heaven measures differently. The reward God prepares for a chosen one is not applause, it is authority. Because applause fades. Authority transforms environments. Think about your journey. You weren't allowed to stay comfortable for long. Every time you thought you found a stable place, something shifted. Relationships changed. Directions changed. Even your desires changed. It wasn't punishment. It was preparation. God was stripping away anything that could not carry the weight of what He is about to release through you. And now, the reward is not just coming to you. It is coming through you. Most people only see the visible part of your life. They don't know the nights you questioned everything. They didn't see you rebuilding yourself when nobody clapped. They didn't see the moments when you walked away from spaces that drained your spirit. Chosen ones live through a hidden season that feels invisible to the world, but that hidden season is where divine power forms. God allowed you to experience loneliness so you would learn discernment. He allowed misunderstandings so you would stop seeking validation. He allowed delays so you would develop endurance. And here is something many people never realize. Power without purification becomes destruction. So God purified your intentions. He purified your heart. He purified your voice. That's why you feel different now. You're calmer, more observant, less desperate to prove yourself. This is not weakness. This is spiritual maturity, and maturity attracts reward. Chosen one, power rarely arrives with noise. It doesn't always look like a sudden miracle or a dramatic breakthrough. Most of the time, divine power begins as a quiet shift inside you, a transformation that others may not notice at first, but you feel deeply within your spirit. And if you've been sensing something different lately, this chapter may confirm what your soul already knows. The first sign is unexplainable clarity. You're no longer confused by situations that once drained your energy. Conversations that used to leave you overthinking now feel transparent. You can sense intention beneath words. You can feel the direction God is guiding you toward without needing constant reassurance. This clarity isn't arrogance. It's alignment. When unexpected power begins activating, your discernment sharpens. You stop chasing what looks good on the surface and start recognizing what is truly meant for you. It's almost like a spiritual fog has lifted, and you can finally see the road ahead. The second sign is a deep emotional detachment from things that once controlled you. You may notice that certain habits, relationships, or even ambitions no longer carry the same pull. It's not that you've become cold, it's that your spirit is no longer dependent on external validation. There was a time when rejection felt heavy, when silence from others made you question your worth. But now you feel steadier. You don't react the same way. You don't chase the same approval. And that's powerful. Because detachment is not loss, it is freedom. God is teaching you to stand rooted within yourself so that the power He gives you cannot be manipulated by people or circumstances. The third sign is a shift in how people respond to you. Some will feel drawn to your presence without knowing why. They may start asking you for advice or opening up about things they've never shared before. Others may become distant or uncomfortable, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your energy challenges what is unhealed within them. Chosen one, this is important to understand. When your spiritual authority rises, it reveals truth in every environment you enter. Some people feel inspired by that light. Others feel exposed by it. Don't take either reaction personally. Your role is not to shrink yourself to maintain comfort for others. Your role is to remain authentic to the calling God placed inside you. Another sign is a new sense of calm during chaos. Situations that once triggered anxiety now feel manageable. Even when challenges appear, there is a quiet voice within you reminding you that everything is unfolding with purpose. This calmness is not indifference. It is spiritual stability. God is strengthening your inner foundation so that the power He is releasing through you can operate from peace instead of fear. You're learning that true authority does not rush, it moves with intention. You may also notice divine timing becoming more precise. Ideas arrive exactly when you need them. Opportunities appear after long periods of waiting. Conversations align perfectly with moments when you were seeking answers. These aren't coincidences. They are confirmations that your life is moving into synchronization with a higher plan. And here's another subtle sign many chosen ones overlook. You feel a growing responsibility toward your own energy. You're more protective of your time. You think carefully before speaking. You feel guided to rest when necessary and to act when inspiration rises. This is maturity, and maturity is the foundation of sustainable power. Because God doesn't release influence to those who are still trying to escape themselves. He releases influence to those who have learned to walk with awareness. Chosen one, there may also be moments when old fears try to return. Doubts may whisper that nothing has changed, that you're imagining the shift. But remember this. Transformation often feels quiet at first. Seeds grow underground before they ever break the surface. You don't need dramatic proof to validate what God is doing within you. Instead, pay attention to the subtle changes. The way you recover faster from disappointment. The way you trust your intuition more deeply. The way you feel less pressure to prove yourself. These are not small things. These are signs that the unexpected power is already activating. And as this activation continues, you may realize something profound. You're no longer trying to become powerful. You are allowing the power that has always been within you, placed there by God, to finally rise without resistance. So if you've been wondering why you feel different, why your perspective is shifting, why your spirit feels both peaceful and alert at the same time, take this as confirmation. The change is real. The alignment is happening. And the power heaven prepared for you is no longer waiting in the distance. It is awakening within you, one quiet transformation at a time. Chosen one of the most powerful parts of your story is this. Many people underestimated you. Not because you lacked potential, but because God hid your depth. You were never meant to reveal everything early. Your journey required anonymity so that your identity would be rooted in God, not in external approval. People saw your silence and assumed weakness. They saw your patience and assumed passivity. They saw your kindness and assumed limitation. But heaven saw strategy. God allowed people to misjudge you so that when your power activates, it would be undeniable that it came from Him, not from human planning. And here is a truth that may surprise you. The unexpected nature of your rise is part of the reward itself. Because when power comes quietly, it carries authenticity. Let's be clear, chosen one. The power God is giving you is not about control over people. It is not about ego. It is not about proving anyone wrong. It is about influence rooted in purpose. You will notice your words carrying more weight. Your presence shifting atmospheres. Your decisions aligning faster with results. This is spiritual authority, the ability to move in alignment with divine timing. And this kind of power often feels subtle at first. It may show up as new ideas that feel inspired, new opportunities that appear without struggle, new confidence that doesn't come from comparison. You're not becoming someone else. You're becoming who you were always meant to be before fear and expectation tried to shape you. Chosen one, delays are painful, but delays are also merciful. If God had released this level of power earlier, you might have carried wounds that distorted it. You might have used your energy to seek validation instead of fulfilling purpose. So heaven slowed you down. Not to deny you, but to align you. Every disappointment redirected you. Every ending repositioned you. Every silence strengthened you. And now you are no longer chasing power. You are ready to steward it. That is why the reward feels different. It doesn't feel like excitement alone, it feels like responsibility. Here is where many chosen ones make a mistake. When they feel the shift, they try to force results. But divine power grows through alignment, not pressure. Protect your energy. Be selective with your environment. Listen more than you speak. You don't need to announce your transformation. The right people will recognize it naturally. Stay grounded in humility, because humility is the anchor that keeps power from turning into pride. And remember this: the reward is not a destination. It is a beginning. Chosen one, you were never meant to blend into the background of history. Your role is to bring clarity where there is confusion, peace where there is chaos, strength where there is doubt. This era needs people who move from spiritual awareness instead of fear, and that is why God invested so much time shaping you. You are not here to compete with others. You are here to activate something within them simply by living authentically. The reward you are receiving is not just for you, it's for every life your presence will touch. Chosen one, take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment if you can. Say this quietly within yourself. I release the weight of waiting. I accept the power God prepared for me. I walk forward with humility, clarity, and courage. What is meant for me cannot be delayed anymore. Feel that shift. Because the reward you've been praying for is not arriving as noise, it is arriving as alignment. You are not becoming powerful to impress the world. You are becoming powerful because heaven trusts you with influence. And from this moment forward, you may notice something different. Less fear. More clarity. A quiet confidence that doesn't need approval. That is the sign. Your season of unexpected power has begun.